Hi, so this is just a quick reminder really. I'll try without my glasses, it's very beautifully bright in the evening sun. Just a reminder to take stock, to check, to tune in to yourself. All this information that's coming in that you have no control over, or that's telling you about other stuff you don't have control over. You have to remember that all of the stuff, especially the big stuff in the background, was already there before, you just didn't know. So in a way, the only thing that's changed at the moment is that you're now aware of it. So I want you to take a breath and allow yourself to kind of drop out of the thinking brain and just rest back in the heart and remind yourself that other stuff's always going on, you just didn't know about it before. The most important thing at the moment is that you focus on your health and yourself. Just got to watch the dogs as some people go past on bikes. Good boy, come here. And it's important that you take a chance to breathe, take a chance to acknowledge your response to this new information. It's just new information at the moment. Now, it may be that there is going to be a need to respond. You may be deciding, you're defining your boundaries and you're acknowledging your window of tolerance, what is okay for you and not okay, what is safe for you and not safe. And that's a good thing to do. It's always a good thing to do. But at the same time, we also have to bear in mind the guidelines in the current situation and not being in a rush. It's okay. Your livelihood may be affected. Your family life may be affected. You may not be able to be with the people you want to be, or you're with people you don't want to be. You may not be able to go out. You may not be able to go to work. Something very interesting is happening. So the first thing we can do is breathe and come back to remembering that in this moment, all things are unfolding and all things are possible. And although we're seeing quite a strong split, because it's quite a polarity going on between your conspiracy theorists and then or your sheep and sheeples or whatever, and you're not questioning. I find the whole thing quite interesting. What I do believe that everybody has in common is everybody wants to do their best, everybody wants to be validated and to be respected, and everybody wants to feel safe. The way we think we get that is different. But what we want is the same thing. And I think it's worth bearing that in mind. So if somebody's behaving in a very negative and unpleasant way, writing horrible letters like we've seen today, shouting horrible things, it was a very weird experience today because my stepdaughter and the grandchildren wanted to come and see Vic, her dad, and obviously they can't. So they did their walk, their health walk, and came near, and we spoke to them from over 2 feet away across the fence. They didn't even come within our yard, and it's just very weird. It's inherently abnormal. It's inherently feels wrong. But I appreciate the people that are answering my questions at the moment and explaining from their point of view why this is important for the greater good, for everybody. And at the moment, I'm putting to one side my beliefs about the underlying differences in what I believe is going on, so that I can try and appreciate why people are so afraid when they see other people going out or in their mind maybe not breaking the rules but potentially breaking the rules, about to break the rules, because they feel that these people are selfish. They feel that they're going to make it worse for everybody. It's not true, but I want to appreciate where they come from. So for everybody, whether you are questioning the narrative or whether you are adhering to it and you're getting upset by the people who question the narrative, everybody wants the same thing. They just think that it's going to happen in a very different way. And as I put in one of my posts, I think it's time to choose what is the most empowering narrative. What empowers you the most? And I think your personal empowerment, your personal right to choose, your personal choice of being responsible for your own health, that is what is going to come into question, I think. But I do think that as we're all part of consciousness, and everything that is happening is part of consciousness, then whatever happens will happen, and we'll have to kind of pick the bones out of it, is the best way to put it. So just bring yourself back to remembering that a lot of this was already going on, even though things have been imposed upon you at the moment. Just give yourself a chance to remember that there's just a lot of new information and a lot of new things going on, and that you're still okay. You're still okay. You might have very, very strong feelings, very, very big fears and very big difficulties, but you're okay. And I just want to check in and say thanks to everybody that's supporting me and supporting me speaking up. And you know, I've been guilty, the same as others, of sharing stuff and riling people in an encouragement to think, and it isn't always working. You know, I'm very okay to be trolled or to be told I'm threatening people's lives and that kind of thing, but there's a point at which you've got to say, well, what is it? What's my ultimate goal and my ultimate aim? And it is to stand by what I say, to stand by my position and my voice and my view and what I believe to be right. But it is also to listen and to try to understand other people too. So I think we need to send, you know, the love and support to the people that are the most afraid that they are not able to cope with people thinking differently, or with the people that are afraid that people are going to create a negative effect for everybody else. Whatever it is that you don't agree with, send love to the people that are not aligned to your thought right now. I think that's probably what we need a bit of right now. So that's my thought for today, and I'm going to go back and continue to sort the house out and sort myself out. I was coughing a lot earlier, and it made me smile because I thought if I went out now with the dogs, people would make all kinds of assumptions. I was coughing because I was in our attic, and it appears to be full of a lot of mould, mouldy stuff. The things are not ventilating properly, and we've been having to drag stuff out and basically clean it all down. And but I'm all right now because I have a good system, and I'm fine. So just love, patience, recognize what your frustrations are about, and recognize that you're okay right now. Who knows what's going to happen? I know what I'll be doing as this unfolds, and I'll know what I would like to see happen. But I think we need to start to recognize that we all do want the same thing, even if we think we're going to achieve it in different ways. I think we have to do something where we stop turning on each other and we start pulling together. So love and light, and yeah, just holding everyone in my heart, and hope you'll be holding others in your heart too, because I think that's going to become more and more important. So back to do more sorting and to make more vegan prawn Thai curry. Yeah, it's I can't explain it, but I'll let you know what it's like. Okay, bye.